Hello and very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all of you out there for ODA's YouTube session. One more session with me. So today we will be learning about minerals and natural resources. So students, before starting this topic, I would like to tell you, you can learn many new concepts with us, not here, but in the ODA class. We also have an app, ODA Class app, where you can download, you can be part of the family, where you will be learning new and amazing topics in detail. So to get yourself enrolled and to get yourself as an ODA student, you can enroll to crash course program. So every Monday we start crash course and it's a week of course where you will be learning 6 chapters in 6 days, 3 of maths and 3 of science. So here in the YouTube session, I'll teach you a concept and I'll go, right? After 30 minutes, I'll say bye and I'll go. You don't have any connectivity with us, right? You are not able to get that post-class support. If you want to receive that post-class support, then get yourself enrolled to crash course. So students, here in crash course, you will be having a master teacher who is going to teach you in a live class. Apart from that, you will be having an amazing mentor teacher who is going to give you a post-class support. Mentor teacher is going to help you in your homeworks, will prepare you for the test. Not only that, there are many such amazing benefits which you can avail through the crash course. So you can get yourself enrolled to this program. I'll be sharing the details as well. For now, you can check the description box. You will be getting a link. Click to that link and you can get yourself enrolled. I would also like to introduce myself now. So this is Nayaab. I am Science Master Teacher here at ODA Class. I am a postgraduate in biotechnology and I have more than 4 years of teaching experience. During this 4 years of journey, I have mentored more than 15,000 students like you. If you also like to be one among them, then come on, quickly get yourself enrolled. Alright students, now I want all of you to take your seats. Be ready with the notebook and pen, note down the important points because we are going to start an amazing session today. In this session, we will be learning about minerals and fossil fuels, basically minerals and natural resources. So students, if you have watched my previous session, okay, where I have taught about rocks and its forms. So where you learned about how rocks are formed, what and all the different types of rocks are there. Now if you are thinking, ki ma'am, why are you relating rocks to this topic? Why? Because minerals, they themselves are the building blocks of rocks. So students, these minerals are building blocks of rocks and today we are going to learn everything about in detail. Okay? So students, actually, as I said, the rocks are made up of minerals. What are minerals? Minerals are nothing but the chemical substances. The chemical substances that are present in rocks, and we can consider these minerals as the building blocks of rocks. Just like the way we consider bricks as the building blocks of a wall or a building. Similarly, these minerals are also the building blocks of a rock. So students, every rock on Earth's surface, whether it is igneous rock, sedimentary rock or a metamorphic rock, any rock it might be, that rock has mineral. Rock contains mixture of one or many minerals in them. So I can see some of you are commenting, ki ma'am, what did you say about igneous rock? Students, after this session, I request you to go and watch that previous session as well. There, I have taught them about the different types of rock. So basically, we have 3 types of rock on our Earth's crust, that is on Earth's surface: igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic. To learn that, there is also a trick. I saw monkey. I stands for igneous, S stands for sedimentary and M stands for metamorphic. So students, all those rocks, when I say rocks, all those 3 forms of rocks are made up of mixture of one or more minerals. So in this session, in detail, we will be learning. Now we will see some examples of minerals. So students, here are some examples. Examples are quartz, okay? Examples are quartz, okay, yes, quartz, feldspar, mica, zinc and iron. So students, these are the different minerals, okay? These are some of the examples you will find. For example, see, you will find quartz, feldspar and mica in the igneous rock, okay, in the igneous rock. So there are here other examples of minerals as well, that is your zinc and iron. But students, the examples which you saw now, okay, there are of two types. So we can classify the minerals into two types. Okay, students, into two types. What are those? Those are nothing but metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. Always remember students, we can classify the minerals into two types, metallic and non-metallic. So now we will be learning about metallic minerals. Metallic, the name itself says that it has metal. It is made up of metal. So the metallic stands for the metal composition. Stands for the metal composition. Students, metallic minerals are those minerals which contain metals. And where can we find them? They are found in mixtures known as ores. Note it down, very important. Another word, a short term word, ores. What is it? It's a solid, natural rock-like structure which contains minerals in them. Specifically, metallic minerals. Be specific, students. So ores, okay, ores contains metallic minerals. But these ores are present under the ground. It's quite difficult to extract these ores. So to get these metallic minerals, first we are supposed to remove these minerals, dug out. So these ores are dug out, that means they are removed from under the ground by forming tunnels. So this is a tunnel, students. These are nothing but a passage. Okay, it's a passage through which one can easily dug out the ores. Okay, and this is called as mines. So students, when ores are dug out from the underground by forming the tunnel is called mines, and the whole process to extract those minerals through the ores by removing them by making a tunnel is called as mining. It is called as mining. Okay, students, and do you know what? For example, you must have heard about a movie KGF, right? Yes, so in that movie it's all about the gold mining. Okay, students, for example, a mine where gold is found is called gold mine. Similarly, a mine where silver is found is called silver mine. Okay, so this is basically a mine, and this is how a gold is removed. Okay, students, so now the speciality of this metallic mineral is, when you heat these metallic minerals, you can yield a new product. So these metallic ores are heated. They are heated at high temperature. When these metallic ores are heated at high temperature, we can extract metals from them. Got it, students? How can we extract metals? By heating the metallic ores at the high temperature. So students, all metals like copper, zinc, manganese, aluminium, gold, silver, iron, all of them are obtained from their ores. If you see this, students, this is a silver ore. This is a silver ore. And this silver ore is heated at higher temperature so that we can extract silver metal out of it. This is a metal. It's a silver metal. So what is the specialty of this metallic mineral? They are found in ores, and the specialty is when you heat these ores, you can extract metal out of it. Clear, students? So moving ahead, all of you know, right? Gold, silver, platinum, they are the expensive metals. है ना? They are the expensive. And with the help of these metals, people make jewelry, right? They are used in making jewelry. So now did you got to know, students? If someone is, having that jewelry, the gold jewelry, so you can recall this session and connect to it how that gold was extracted, है ना? Through a gold mine which was heated at higher temperature, and now that metal is used in form of jewelry. Clear, students? Great. So now moving ahead, let us learn about the non-metallic minerals. It's the opposite of metallic minerals, okay? So name itself says, students, the name itself says non-metallic. Non-metallic. It means these are the minerals that do not contain metal in it. They don't have metal. Okay? These are the minerals that they don't have metal. That means, students, when you heat these non-metallic minerals, they do not yield any new product. They do not yield any new product. So this means, students, okay? So whenever you burn that non-metallic mineral, you can't get any new product. Okay? It's a waste. Once you burn it, once you use it, done. But in case of metallic mineral, when you heat that, you can extract a metal out of it. But in case of non-metallic minerals, it does not contain any metal. When you heat this non-metallic mineral, it will not yield any product. This is a non-metallic mineral. So now, here are the examples of non-metallic mineral. Quartz, feldspar and coal. These are the examples of non-metallic mineral. If you heat the quartz, if you heat the feldspar and if you heat the coal, you will not be receiving any new product out of it. Okay, students, you will not be receiving any new product out of it. And do you know what, students? Some minerals are also hidden in precious stones and gems. Okay, they are hidden in precious stones and gems. So these are precious stones and they are gems. When I say precious stones, you know the value of it. है ना? So these are the precious stones, and the most beautiful gems are ruby, diamond, sapphire and emerald. So I am pretty sure you must have seen the precious stones, है ना? So I have a small activity for all of you out there. Okay? Use the live chat, use the comment section and let me know this. Let us consider this as A, this as B, this as C and this as D. Can you guess what is A, students? Here you have 4 names. ठीक है? यहाँ पे हैं diamond, ruby, sapphire and emerald. So can you tell me which one is A here? Wonderful. I think this was pretty easy to guess, है ना? This is diamond. How about this one? B. Come on, quickly in the comment section. Yes. Very nice. It's a ruby, है ना? And this one is? No, it's not that one. Come on, have a look. Very good. This is a sapphire and this one is obviously emerald. So these are the precious stone, students, and they contain minerals. For example, it has good composition of carbon when I talk about the diamond. So similarly, even they have minerals in it. Okay. So when you heat this, you don't receive any new product. Clear, students? Now let us move ahead and let us learn about fossils. So students, here you need to pay attention. I am going to connect this minerals chapter to an important topic. So from here on, you will be learning an amazing topic, that is about the fossils. So we keep hearing this term, है ना, from our lower classes itself. What are these fossils? Fossils are nothing but they are the remains of dead plants and animals. They are the remains of dead plants and animals that got buried under the earth's surface million years ago. Not recently, million years ago, these animals and plants, they got buried under the earth's surface. Okay? They are the fossils. So students, when a plant or animal dies, okay, it decays. Okay? It decays and it sometimes leave behind a print on a rock. Okay students, see, this is a picture of a rock students, and even this is a picture of a rock. So now can you tell me what can you see, which print can you see in this picture? Yes, you can comment it in the, you can write it in the chat box. Great, fish. You can see a print of a fish. How about this? Can you try to recognize which print is it? You can give a guess as well. Just observe the picture and let me know. No, it's not a prawn, it's a frog. So students, whenever a plant or animal dies, they decay and they sometimes leaves the print on the rock. Okay? Now, this print or mark is get filled by sand and minerals. Okay? So imagine this is a rock students, है ना? There is a print here. Okay? Let us imagine this as a rock. Okay? Okay? यहाँ पे एक है print. This is a print. So it has some empty space, है ना? Now this is filled by sand and minerals. They fill this print. Okay? So once they fill the print students, these fillings become solid. As the time passes, it becomes solid with the time. And students, they form a cast. They form a cast just like a mold. Just like a mold. You must have been observing a video which was, which is quite trendy these days, right? They take a wax and they put the hand inside it and after some time they remove it. So there is a mold and later on they fill it. है ना? Similarly students, when these dead plants and animals, they die, they decay and their print is left on the rock. So that print is filled by the sand and minerals. And with the time, the sand, it turns into a solid and it will form a cast. And students, which looks exactly like the original plant or animal skeleton. Original plant or animal skeleton. You can see this image. What is this? Can you tell me? Yes, I can see some of you are writing, ma'am, it's a skeleton. Skeleton of what? It's a skeleton of a lizard. Students, it's not the original skeleton. It's not the original skeleton, it's the fossil. It's the fossil students. So this is not a original skeleton. It's look like a original skeleton. Okay? So this is basically the cast, okay, which has been filled with the solid, sand and minerals. Okay? So always remember, this is how a fossil is formed. Plants and animals die, their dead remains, okay, they leave the print on the rock. So with the time, the sand and minerals start filling it. It will form a solid or a cast, okay, which will look exactly like a skeleton of a plant and animal. So this is your fossil. So now students, let's move ahead and let us see, okay, what are fossil fuels? What are fossil fuels? So students, fossil fuels are formed by those fossils. They are the natural resources. Who are the natural resources? Fossils are the natural resources that are formed due to the dead organisms which are buried under the earth's surface, okay, million years ago. So now students, let us see some examples of it. What are these? Can you read it out? Yes, coal and petroleum. Coal which we use, the petroleum that we use on daily basis, every day, hai na? We are dependent on these both, isn't it? So students, they are the best examples. They are the fossils. They are the fossil fuels. So students, can you relate now? Can you relate now? A coal, a solid non-metallic mineral, is made because of the fossil. Okay? So coal and petroleum are known as fossil fuels. So what is a coal now? You have seen a coal. Where do you see coal basically? Where have you seen? Nice. Very good. Iron shop, very good. Laundry, isn't it? We use coal for various purposes. So in early times, right, they use coal to run an engine, the railway engine, right? So students, this coal is considered as a brittle, black or brown rock. What do you mean by brittle? Brittle means it is solid in nature, at the same time it is easy to break. It breaks easily, okay? And it is formed by the deposits of mud and sand on dead plants, okay? This is formed due to the deposits of dead plants. Okay students, so this is your coal. So now students, let us learn how coal was formed. So it's kind of a story to all of you out there. Listen to me carefully, okay? So million years ago, there was a swampy forest. Much of our land which was there was into a swampy forest. When I say swampy forest, it means it was a wet forest, a wetland. So million years ago students, the plants and trees which were present there, all of them died, okay? All of them died and they got buried. Okay? So similarly, they started forming a layers. Okay students, and due to the heat and pressure, due to the enormous heat and pressure, so these converted into a solid structure, that is a coal. So students, to form a coal, the coal which is available right now, it took million years of time to form into a rock. Okay? So swampy forest, the plants which died, they started forming a layer. Due to enormous heat and pressure, they turned into a solid rock, that is nothing but coal. So this is how the coal was formed. Now let's talk about the petroleum. So students, coal is a solid mineral and a petroleum is a liquid mineral. Okay? Petroleum is a liquid mineral which is also known as crude oil. So students, now let us see how was this petroleum formed. Similar to that of the coal, even petroleum has its own story. Petroleum is formed from the dead remains of plants and animals found in the sea. Take a note students, in case of petroleum, those plants and animals were found in sea. That means aquatic or marine organisms. Played a role in forming the petroleum. So students, million years ago, approximately 300 million years ago, these remains got buried in layers and the enormous heat was generated out of it. Due to heat and pressure, these remains, they turned into crude oil. Okay? 300 million years ago, it was like this, where all the marine organisms were there, aquatic plants and aquatic animals. So they died, they got buried, they started forming a layer. Then after the decomposition, there were certain things which were left, okay, organic remains, and it started filling with the sand and sediment. Due to enormous heat and oceanic pressure, students, these converted into crude oil today, which is available for all of us now. So students, this petroleum has different uses. The petrol that we use in day-to-day life, okay, it is used in making the products like petrol, diesel, kerosene, okay. Not only that, do you know, this petroleum is also used to make fertilizers. They are also used in agriculture also, they are used in making fertilizers, okay. They are used in cosmetics, they are used in shoe polish, they are used in paints and floor polish. Apart from those fuels, they have various purposes as well. So students, not only that, one of the forms of petroleum is LPG, liquid petroleum gas, right, which is also known as cooking gas, which is used very commonly in every household. So students, now since all of you got to know, right? Since all of you got to know about the coal and petroleum and other metals, it's time to learn about the conservation of natural resources. Conservation of natural resources. If your question is, ma'am, why should we conserve the natural resource? It's there for us, hai na, ma'am? What's the necessity? We get it very easily. Yes, obviously you are getting easily now. How about the future? How about the future, students? Minerals and rocks are rich resources that are available on earth, whereas these fossil fuels are the precious gift which we have received, And students, these resources are limited resources. They are limited resources. You can say they are exhaustible resources. When I say exhaustible, it means they are limited. They exhaust like anything, you cannot renew it. They are non-renewable resources. And all of us know how much we are dependent on these resources. Let's talk about rocks. Anything which is built around us, whether it is your school building, whether it is your home, whether it is any police station, post office, any building it might be, it is made up of rocks, bricks, right? They are formed with the help of rocks itself, isn't it, students? Not only that, if you go visit your kitchen, you will find so many things out there. Metals again, jewelry, metals again, right? So the vehicle which you drive, which you ride, needs a petrol. The food that you eat, right, it needs to be cooked. You need the LPG, right, students? All of those are from the natural resources, and these natural resources are exhaustible. They are limited resource. You cannot renew it. So if we do not conserve these resources from now on, it will not be there in the future, right? What about future then? So yes, the way we use the natural resource, similarly, it's our responsibility to conserve as well. Hai na? So now let us learn the methods how can we conserve our natural resource. So students, we can conserve the natural resource using an alternative source of energy such as solar energy, wind energy or water energy. Okay? So we can use this type of energy because talking about solar energy, it's unlimited source. Hai na? It's unlimited source. So it is inexhaustible. It is an inexhaustible source of energy. So we can try using it. Most of the people have started using it. They use solar panels. Hai na? They use solar panels at their home. Similarly, students, we can conserve the petroleum. How? By using a public transportation. So each and every one of us, we prefer taking our own vehicles. I understand it's quite comfortable for all of us, right? Going in our own vehicle. But students, just imagine, okay, you are in a locality, okay, where there are 10 vehicles, and all the 10 vehicles, it requires petroleum. Now, if all those 10 people from your locality, if they take a public transport, that is one bus, so much of petrol is conserved, hai na? So much of petrol is conserved. It's pocket friendly as well, right, students? At the same time, we can opt for electric cars because we generate the electricity from the water, right, students? So we can opt for electric car as well. And my dear students, this is an important thing. So every home has a kitchen, and in every kitchen we cook, right? So we can conserve the maximum energy here. Only one way is by using the lid on vessels. By using the lid on vessels when cooking or boiling the food. It will save the time, and yes, it will also take very less cooking gas to cook. Apart from that, students, the other methods to conserve these natural resources are listed here. These are the few things which I actually come across on a daily basis. First, when I travel from my home to reach to the office, okay, I see most of the people, they do not switch off the vehicle's engine when they are at the signals, right? So it's just, wastage of a petroleum again. So what can we do from our end? We can try to switch off vehicle engine at the signal or whenever it is not in use. I have also seen many of us, we try to put lots of load in the cars, lots of load, luggage or so many people together. So even it will take lots of fuel to, it will consume lots of fuel. So we can do that, we can reduce the load. At the same time, it's very important to get your car serviced regularly. So regular service will help us to conserve the natural resource, that is the petroleum. So students, these are the few methods through which one can conserve it. So students, you have learned this topic about the minerals and natural resources in just minutes, right? Where you saw what are minerals, what and all the types of minerals are there, what do we get out of it, right? Apart from that, we have also learned how coal and petroleum formed, on a story basis. Students, you can learn many of such topics, many of new topics of your school syllabus with us, but the only way is through the crash course. So students, it's a 1 week of course where you can learn 6 chapters in 6 days with dual teachers of ODA class. You will be having a best master teacher who is going to teach you live, and you will be also having an amazing mentor teacher who is going to give you a complete post-class support, wherein we will be providing you extra homework and test on app itself for more and more practice and revision. Apart from that, we also provide study materials to our students. So all these amazing benefits, most of the students are already availing and they are improving their scores as well. So students, now it's your time to get yourself enrolled to this crash course program, and now to enroll yourself, all you have to do is a small step. Click to that link that is there in the description box, click to the link and get yourself enrolled at rupees 29, 49, 99 respectively according to your grades. So once you complete your enrollment, do not forget to download the ODA app. Download the ODA app and win ODA coins. So here at ODA class, we want our students to stay motivated, and we do it through ODA coins. So you can collect those ODA coins, visit our ODA mall, wherein you can buy all those amazing gifts such as smart water bottle, smartwatch and so on. So my dear students, most importantly, do not forget to hit a like, share and subscribe our channel. I'll be back very soon with one more amazing topic. For now, requesting all of you to stay healthy, stay awesome, do take care, and bye-bye everyone.